There's something in the woods. There's something in the swamps. There's something in the high mountains and the low river valleys. Something unimaginable, something unbelievable, something unrecognized by conventional science or the general population. There is a creature that shares this world with us, a creature with immense strength, stature, and high intelligence, a creature that has abilities beyond our understanding. This creature is more man than animal, but more animal than man. This creature has language, mental telepathy, the ability to cloak, vanish, and walk silently on dry leaves. It is sometimes seen with floating colored globes. It is sometimes associated with UFO sightings. It reportedly hunts deer and wild boar, and has been said to rip the heads off the boars and break the legs of deer to immobilize them for later feeding. It walks on two legs but can run on all four. It is very fast and has been known to run beside cars and ATVs. It is shy but territorial. It warns people to leave with its impossibly loud scream and by throwing rocks. It usually travels in groups and families have been reported. Of course, I speak of the creature known as Bigfoot. Native Americans throughout the U.S. take its existence for granted and have given it many names. Whatever you choose to call it, it has been seen by thousands of people. These reports are usually met with disbelief and ridicule. Many go unreported because of the unreal nature of the experience. These encounters are often absolutely terrifying, life-changing, and can result in post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms. Lifelong hunters and outdoors enthusiasts sadly give up their passions out of fear. Fortunately, a Canadian hunting and fishing guide named Steve Isdahl started inviting witnesses to write in their stories on his YouTube channel called How to Hunt, which is now called The Facts by How to Hunt. It is wildly popular and shows the sheer numbers of sightings of this extraordinary being. At last, there is a sympathetic, non-judgmental source to unload these taboo tales. Steve reads the emails, and hearing them is an education into the unknown. Steve has had several encounters with these beasts and is empathetic to the effect and plight of these witnesses. He tells witnesses that they have joined the club of no return, that there is no unseeing or unexperiencing what they have been through. I dedicate this song to the suffering witnesses and hope they find encouragement in Steve's counsel to get back out there and find peace and hope knowing that they are not alone.
Time was, I'd roam the hills in search of elk and deer. Time was, I'd walk for miles alone and have no fear. The mountains and the meadows were my comfort zone. They were my second home. Time was, I'd pitch a tent and sleep the night away. Time was, I'd wake refreshed and greet the dawning day. The mountains and the meadows were my comfort zone. I loved to camp alone. But then one day, my world changed. All that I knew was rearranged. I saw a beast. Was it a man? It was so tall, I don't understand. These days, I don't go hunting for the elk and deer. These days, I just can't hike because of crippling fear. I don't tell my story, no one wants to hear. can't escape my fear. These days I stay at home and I don't sleep so good. These days I can't forget, but Lord, I wish I could. I don't tell my story, no one wants to hear. I can't escape my fear. I see that day my world changed. All that I knew was rearranged. I froze in fear, too scared to cry. My Lord, help me, I'm going to die. These days I don't go hunting for the elk and deer. These days I just can't hike because of crippling fear. Now I've joined the people who cannot unlearn, in the club of no return. These days I sit alone and try to pass the time. These days I numb the pain by drinking beer and wine. And now I've joined the people who can